MSI Tomahawk motherboards are always very popular, and to be honest, it's one of my favorite motherboard brands as well. And it looks like MSI has done it again with the new Z890 Tomahawk Wi-Fi. They improved the existing features and added some new ones. Let's open it up and take a look at what's new. This is a Wi-Fi antenna. I believe that it is magnetic because it looks like the one that I have on my other MSI motherboard. Yeah, let's see if it is magnetic. Indeed, it is magnetic, so you can attach it to your PC case and use it. I have one just like it right there. Let's see what other accessories we've got. Stickers. Regulatory notice, quick installation guide, M.2 screws, oh, USB stick, that is nice to have. This cable is for connecting front panel, buttons, as well as LEDs. This is very handy. I appreciate MSI adding this thing because I hate connecting these cables individually. You know what I'm talking about, those small pins with small connectors. Yeah, it is much easier to do it with this. This key is for those M.2 screws, 2 SATA cables. Well, let's have a look at this one. This is called EasyCon cable. It allows you to connect fans, liquid cooling, as well as RGB. That's all the accessories we get. Let's move on to opening the motherboard. Take a look at this beauty. Matte black PCB, black color on the metal bits. And this here looks like gunmetal gray. Nice accent. This motherboard features a brand new CPU socket that supports the next generation of Intel Core Ultra Series 2 processors, also known as Arrow Lake. The power delivery system features 16+2+1 power phase design, and it is sufficiently cooled. Check out those heatsinks. They are pretty big. Yes, very nice. You know what? I've just noticed that they've moved CPU power connectors to the right. And that's actually genius because, oh my god, it was so difficult to plug in and unplug those cables when they were here. It's just, you know, just getting your fingers in there. Oh, that was a horrible experience. I love this design change. Another new feature is this 8-pin power connector down here. It delivers extra power to GPUs, as well as fans and RGB. That's up to 252 watts of supplemental power. With high-end GPUs getting more power hungry, I think it is very important to have this feature. I guess they're getting ready for the RTX 5090. The top slot for the graphics card is reinforced, and this is PCIe 5.0, which means that next generation graphics cards are supported full speed. And these two slots are PCIe 4.0. This is another feature that I was looking forward to. This button here locks and unlocks the top PCIe slot. Very nice. In that window there's that tiny lock symbol, so you can see if it is locked or unlocked. Quality of life features do not end there, because now we have toolless installation for the SSDs. Take a look at that. No screws, just take the heatsink off and then install your M.2 SSD and pop this back on like so. Let's see. Yep, there we go. It's as easy as that. This one has to be unscrewed, but the bottom one also has toolless installation. Nice. In total, there are 4 M.2 SSD slots. 2 over here, 1 over here, and the one on top is here. This is PCIe Gen 5, and the other ones are Gen 4. Also, check it out. On the top Gen 5 slot, we get a heat plate down there to provide extra cooling to the SSD. That is a nice touch. Let's take a look at what's behind this heatsink. I know that it is a Gen 4 M.2 SSD slot, but let's just take a look at what it's like. Is there anything special down there about it? Nothing special, but it is there. Another Gen 4 SSD slot. The motherboard also features 4 SATA ports in case you want to connect some hard drives. With this adapter, connecting front panel cables is much easier. You just plug this in here and plug in those cables here, which is much easier to do than trying to reach all the way down to the motherboard. Here's what the back of the motherboard looks like. Matte black PCB, and the I/O shield is pre-installed, which is always good to see. Let's take a look at the connectivity. Wi-Fi 7 is here, and this is full Wi-Fi 7. No corners have been cut in terms of bringing all Wi-Fi 7 features to this motherboard. True Wi-Fi 7 means up to 5.8 gigabit per second data rate. That is a 5 gigabit LAN connection, which is a step up from the 2.5 gigabit last year. And we also get 2 Thunderbolt ports. This is a big step up because now you can connect fast storage as well as displays to the motherboard via USB Type-C. There's also HDMI, regular Type-C 10 gigabit port, 1, 2, 3 additional 10 gigabit Type-A USB ports, and 4 5 gigabit per second USB Type-A ports. For convenience, flash BIOS button and clear CMOS buttons are here. And of course you get your mic connection, audio connection, as well as optical audio connection. The front panel USB connection offers 20 gigabit per second speed as well as 27 watt charge. In total, there are 8 fan connectors. One here, one here, one here, 3 down here, and 1 more over here. Out of those 8, 1 is the pump connector, and another one is CPU fan. The motherboard also has a proper debug LED, which will give you a code that will allow you to easily identify what is wrong. Furthermore, the Z890 Tomahawk Wi-Fi supports the latest DDR5 memory. Overall, I think this is an amazing motherboard to build a gaming PC or maybe even a creator PC. I think that MSI did a brilliant job redesigning some of the features, especially I like how they moved the CPU power cables to the right, and the additional 8-pin power is also appreciated. And of course I can't forget about the super convenient GPU release button. That is very nice. And toolless SSD installation. And of course, we can't forget about the connectivity improvements in the form of Wi-Fi 7, as well as 2 Thunderbolt ports. That's what I think about this motherboard. What about you? Let me know what do you think in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to reward my work with a like, that helps out a lot. And subscribe for more if you haven't already. It was I, Vadim. Until next time.